Hello, welcome back to Python Challenge for All. Okay, so let's see. Um, in lesson 131, we did the first space filling curve, which is dragon curve, and it beautifully fills the space. And then last time we did another space filling curve, which is Hilbert curve, like this. If we increase the level, we can also fill the space with these kind of shape. Yeah, the last one was dragon shaped. The next one was kind of square shaped. We will see the third kind of space filling today, which is called Gosper curve, or it's kind of spoonerism of it's also called uh, Flowsnake, which is spoonerism of snowflake of cock. Okay, let's do this. It's fun, I'm sure. Okay, let's see. It's a hexagon shaped space filling curve. Drawing is very simple. Just use instead of yeah, we can start from the last one. We did say dragon curve in 132. So we will do uh, okay. So we will save this to 33 Gosper curve. Okay. Save as okay. Save as EL132 33 Gosper curve else's. Okay, let's do this. Just we will change the rule. Else's is same, droid same. Okay, the init is we will start of from init A. So we will change this to A. As you know, we use A and B for drawing. Okay, so the next one is what's next? Angle is 60 degrees instead of 90 degrees. So there are two rules. A goes to this one, a little complicated, and B goes to this one. So just follow me, okay? Instead of X and Y, we will use A and B. And X goes to say, okay, A minus B minus minus B plus A plus A plus B minus. This is complicated, but just believe and follow me. Okay, and B goes to just kind of reversed of this. Plus A minus BB minus minus B minus A plus A plus B. Okay, I hope this works. So let's just quickly check this. Okay, this part may be the same. We start with the D1. Compute else's, print else's, and say before going on, we will just draw one thing to see how it looks like. So draw, yeah, result. The size can be the same, a little smaller, okay? 50 divided by 2 times 2 to the power of d, okay? And degree is, as I said, 60. Okay, let's stop here to see how it looks like. So level 1 is like this, okay? I forgot to import sys here. But anyway, yeah, and also we need, before sys, we need t dot done. Today, this time, we will use A and B for drawing. So we will change this draw function to say if either F or A or B, we will move forward. Okay, so let's go. Just in case, we will change this to, we will uncomment, comment out this and change D to 2 and see how it looks like. Hmm, it's already interesting, but this is correct. Okay, we will have one Gosper curve, which is like this. Very good. Let's see how it looks like if we change this to 3. And we will just get the result by tracer off. Okay, this is the first one. Okay. Yeah, it's already very um, interesting shape. 4 is enough. 4 is already space filling like this. Interesting. So today's topic is how to show that it is really space filling. So the point is, each symbol is replaced by 7 segments. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's like hexagon. Okay, so let's see how to fill the space with this one. This is kind of an interesting trial. So to do that, maybe 100 is big, so let's change this to 50 and see how it looks like when we just connect two curves consecutively. So here we will draw, instead of drawing just one, we will draw two connected to each other. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, so this is what we have. Let's change this to say 3 and have a little thin, yeah, thinner pen. Okay, if we have two ones, it connects very well. So if we have leave this as here and have the second one here, third one is here, fourth one is here, like this, I think we can fill the space beautifully with 7 Gosper curves. So let's try that. To do that, we will first, yeah, we have seen that 2 consecutive copies align neatly when we placed correctly. So the point is, how can we do this with 5 more? Okay, so to do that, let's see. The first thing is compute the centroid as the center position. So let's do that. So we will have to compute the centroid. Yeah, you know how to do that? We will use the we will make a list of each position, each turning position, and then compute the centroid by averaging them, taking the mean of them. So to do that, we'll prepare a list of x's, list of y's as just empty symbol, and then empty list. And at each point here, at each point, we will just compute the position x and y using pos, and then add them to, say, xl and yl. This will compute all the turning positions into list, and then we will compute the average of them by cx, cy equals, cx is, yeah, can be calculated as sum of xl divided by, say, len of xl. Okay? Likewise, we can calculate cy as sum of yl divided by len of yl. So now we have center position. We will print it. Cx, cy. Okay. By the way, let's check out how many um, points are there in one Gosper. Okay. So now we can compute the positions. So what we see here is that, let's see, when level is 3, there are 799 symbols, and the point is here. So this will be the new center point. Okay? And there are 799 points. Okay, so we can start to do that. We can start from minus cx and minus cy as the starting position. So this will be done by, say, pen up. Okay, and just for calculation. And now starts the drawing of the first central one. Okay, the central one will be t go to c minus cx minus cx minus cy. Okay, and then draw the first one. Okay, and then we will calculate the ending position. If we can have the ending position, we can use it for the starting rotation and position for Gosper 2, Gosper 3, Gosper 4, and something like that. Okay, so please follow me. It will be like draw the central Gosper and then tee up. Yeah, okay. Going to go to the starting point and down, draw the first one and tee up and calculate the ending position. Hold the ending position of the first central Gosper, which is t dot pos. Okay, and then as using this calculation, we can calculate the degree for the one point, one Gosper, and the starting distance of the one Gosper. Okay, so it will be like the distance, the radius for starting is the ex raised to squared plus ey squared and the square root of it. Okay, and say deal is yeah, we need to change math dot arctangent to ex. This will calculate the degree, I mean the radian for calculation. Then we need to change it to degree. Okay, now we have good starting point. So let's see. Let me show how this is good enough. In range 6, we will draw 6 more around the central Gosper. Okay, again, t go to 0, 0, and d set heading that will be deal plus I times 60 and forward by r, and then also t set heading I times 60. So actually this is a little confusing. Please try yourself to see if this is good enough. Then go down, pen down, draw. Okay, let's copy this. Draw one Gosper here and pen up. This should be down. Okay. We need math. T dot set heading. Okay, so I have to start from position 0 with heading 0. Okay, let's see how it looks like if we draw only one um, figure. Okay, so it connects well. So let's see how it looks like if we change this to 6. So, oh, beautiful. Okay, you see how beautifully it covers the square around the centroid very well. Please check it very carefully that starting position is 0, 0 with set heading 0, and we calculate the centroid with pen up, and then move minus cxcy, and then calculate the ending point, exey, calculate the r distance and direction from, yeah, compared to, yeah, with respect to the centroid, and calculate set heading, forward, go forward starting position, and the starting orientation like this, and draw the next one, the second, third, up to the seventh. Okay, we can, as last time, we can change colors using this. So we can use this before drawing one. Say, for example, we can, before drawing each Gosper, we can change color, increment CI, and then, yeah, we will have initially CX is C, yeah, CI is 0. Maybe we can have CI 0. C color index is 0. And after each point, we can change. Also, we can have this coloring before drawing. Okay. And this will be, I think, good enough. Let's check this. Yeah, this is good. So we will have the central one. Yeah, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in each different colors to check that it covers the position very well. If we want, of course, we can change the background color to, say, T dot BG color to, say, black to show it well. Okay, this is a bit confusing, but I hope you like this. Okay, please carefully follow me to draw calculate the centroid and starting position for each. Okay, after calculating the starting orientation and position for each, draw 6 copies around the central one, each rotated appropriately around the corner, around the center. Okay, I hope you like this. Be sure to come back. Bye bye.